our virtual history tour of Fort Mitchell. This summer, we explore the history and stories of houses and families in Fort Mitchell. We will post a new video every Friday in June and July highlighting a new house and its history. Videos will be posted to our Facebook group, Kenton Library Archives, and our Kenton County Public Library YouTube channel. We will also have a special tour-related post on our Instagram account, Kenton Library Archives. Our stop today is at 28 West Orchard Road. What is known as the Stanley B. Ashbrook House was added to the National Register of Historic Places in 1989, along with many others in the Old Fort Mitchell Historic District. The single-family structure was built in 1910 and is among the more distinctive wood frame houses. 2 stories high, it is of the Craftsman style with a central passage plan and aspects of neo-colonial elements. There are 2 porches, the front being Craftsman inspired with square posts and tapered capitals. The rear porch has been enclosed to create a solarium. There are twin dormers on each story and the roof is pyramidal or hipped. Here you can see it being constructed on the left. This same design continues with the 2.5-story carriage house. The second level has been designed with an apartment, and the carriage house has enough room for 2 cars. The first owners of the house were Stanley B. Ashbrook and his wife Edith Went, along with their young son Elliot. They were soon joined by a daughter, Marjorie. Stanley was an investment broker in downtown Cincinnati. Along with 2 of his brothers, he handled many of the largest financial dealings. He was a member of the Cincinnati Stock Exchange at age 20 and later was a member of the Board of Governors of the exchange. Sadly, Edith passed away from pulmonary tuberculosis in 1926, just a few months after the family had moved out of the home. Later in life, Stanley was named the foremost authority on early U.S. stamps, being elected the outstanding philatelist, one who studies and collects postage stamps and postage history, in the world by England's Royal Philatelic Society. He also published the book, The United States 10-cent Stamp of 1855 to 1857, for which he received a Crawford Medal from the Society in 1937. His collection can be found online at the Philatelic Foundation's website. The next owners were from well-known families in the area. Charles William Simrall was born in 1870 to William Ferguson Simrall and Lorena Greer. His brothers have a special place in Fort Mitchell history, real estate agents who helped to develop the subdivision. Charles was a respected member of the community and served as the president of the Covington Trust and Banking Company, financier, president of the Highland Cemetery Association, and treasurer of the Kenton Realty Company. He married Sarah Value Southgate, born 1879, to Reverend Edward Lush Southgate II and Maria Ann Dozier. Edward, who spent his final years in this home, was a grandson of Richard Southgate, well-known state senator, representative, and the builder of the Southgate-Thompson House in Newport. The Southgate-Thompson House itself is rich in Northern Kentucky history and is located at 24 West 3rd Street in Newport. The couple had 2 children, Susan Elizabeth and Edward Southgate. After several years of illness, Charles William passed away in the summer of 1936. Susan was married in 1938 to Victor Hubert Logan, the son of Marvell Mills Logan, a senator from Kentucky. V.H. Logan was a newspaperman and at one time the editor of the Kentucky edition of the Enquirer. His draft card in February of 1942 originally shows their address as 28 West Orchard. Sarah remained living in the home until her death in 1971. At that time, Susan put the house up for sale. The asking price for the 10-room house was $30,000. In the 1980s and 90s, the Covington-born artist Thomas Blumlein and his wife Jonna resided there. Blumlein specializes in impressionist landscapes, marine life, and still lifes. His paintings have been added to the collections of the Behringer Crawford Museum, Great American Insurance Company, and the Lincoln Memorial Museum. If you'd like assistance with researching your own historic Kenton County property or family, you can make a one-on-one research assistance appointment by calling 859-962-4070 or emailing history@kentonlibrary.org. Thank you for joining us today on our virtual history tour.